Hello, I'm Mrs. Bailey, the Rider Guidance Office, and I'm going to go over a quick video about schedule change and how to request one. So right now, before the next year is coming and we're doing scheduling for students to make a schedule change, we've sent home little Google QR codes to every one of you. For the freshmen, we're in the process of doing the 10th through 12th graders now as we're finishing up schedules with them. We've already completed incoming freshman schedules, so the process will be a little different for 9th graders than it is for 10th through 12th graders. However, the information can all be found in the same spot. So if you are wanting to make a schedule change before school has started, this is the process we're wanting you to do. If you know right now that you want to change it, there's a QR code, and we need everyone to do this, regardless if you want to schedule change or not, is to go on and scan the QR code or go to the website listed on the form that we sent home with your student. It takes you to a Google form, and it has the parents sign off on all their course requests. They all were sent home with a career plan. This career plan had 4 years of courses on there. Now, what we're really worried about is that next year coming up. So that's the one we really focused in on with them. And the others were auto-filled for the freshmen, and we'll be working on fine-tuning those at a later point. However, the ones for the next school year that says for the incoming freshmen, it says ninth. Those are the ones, it's a ninth grade year and it goes down, and you can see 8 courses listed on there. And those are the ones that we want you to look over, talk to your student with, and make sure that everything looks okay. If there's a problem when you fill out that QR code, there is a spot where you can request a change. We're going to make sure that these follow the guidelines to make sure that your student's on track for graduation. So if it's not, you may hear back from us. So we have asked for you to include an email as well on this. If you've already submitted the Google QR code, thank you so much. We look forward to having your student at Rider. If you're in school or you are have already turned in the QR code and you want to know about our schedule change guidelines, we have a great website here. This is just the Rider website, WFISD Rider, and on the top it has this counseling page. If you click it, it has a little side over here that says schedule change guidelines and Rider Guidance Office guidelines, I'm sorry. And on the Rider Guidance Office guidelines, we have a couple of things on there. We have first how a new student would need to enroll. And then on the bottom half is the schedule change guidelines and how our office kind of operates. So right here, you'd click this button and it's going to take you to the schedule change guideline. So for the schedule change guidelines, we have a window that we can accept schedule changes, because what happens is when your student requests these courses, we start building the master schedule based off the number of course requests that we get from each student, and start hiring teachers and staffing and determining the number of sections we need. So it's important that we have a deadline and we get all of our course requests in to see how many sections we need for each of these classes. So for the ninth graders, incoming ninth graders, that's you guys, we've already completed your scheduling process and we've sent home your course request. So we're asking that if you have any changes that you'd like to make, that you get those to us by April 15th. If you submitted your QR code already or Google form, all you need to do is email your counselor these requests and tell us what change you're wanting to make, or give us a call at our office. Now, because we're still working on the 10th through 12th grader schedules, we're not quite finished with those. They have until May 1st to request a schedule change for their classes. Their classes we will work on building after we get them finished, and they have a little later deadline just because we're working on that, and that is the dual credit deadline as well, so we needed it to match. But freshmen, we're done. Y'all can talk over y'all schedules, and we'll start spending some extra time working through yours during this time that we're waiting to finish the other sophomore through senior schedules. After May 1st, and when you start school, some schedule change guidelines, because our classes, we love having you, and we love having a full building, and we love seeing you back here, but we've got to have some guidelines in place so that we make sure that your class sizes are small enough that the teacher can give you individual attention and that you are in the right classes. So we have some schedule change guidelines that you have to meet in order to change your schedule if there is something wrong with it. So these are the reasons. If it's a counselor error, our fault, that we maybe put you in the wrong class, like you've already taken your sophomore and you took Algebra 1 last year, and we have you in it again, that's a counselor error. Those kind of things. Maybe you're missing a period. That's not good. We want to fill that, so that would be a reason that we would do a schedule change. Endorsements, we will change at the end of the school years because a lot of these endorsement classes take 3 periods. It triggers a large schedule change and it's subject to guidelines. So we like to make those in the spring course selection window, like right now for next year. Dual credit AP classes, make sure they have to pass the TSI test. So if they haven't passed the TSI test, that's one reason we may be contacting you, to move a schedule or something like that. Also, if you sign up for an honors class and in the middle of the year, you're thinking this is too much. So after the 7th week of school, all honors and AP classes can be changed at that point, pending you meet some guidelines. You've got to make sure that you're trying in these classes and you're not just not turning in work and things like that, and that's why you want out, or it's just too much. We have really high expectations for y'all, and we know that y'all can do most of this work, and we want to really be there and for support for you and push you to do your best. So because of this, we have you stay in your honors and AP classes for 6 weeks until that week, and then at that point, if you've managed to stay 6 weeks and you're still not understanding the information, we want to support you in that move. So we'll have you fill out a request to drop form in our office. You can come get that form anytime. And we'll also have that on our website for the honors to regular schedule changes. So, and that's our schedule change guidelines. If you want more information, you want to read these over yourself, please go to our website. They're on the website. We're looking forward to seeing you next year. Please contact your counselor if you have any other questions. On this form, they also have some grade adjustments if you're dropping from honors to regular and how we do that in the process. But here's your counselors. Email them if you have a question.